Hello students, my name is Mr. Dhawale, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Sri Rampur. In today's topic, we are going to discuss regarding the new topic in FIBSc semester 2nd CH202 Analytical Chemistry. Okay, second topic based on calculations in analytical chemistry. Okay, which is one of the important aspect in analytical chemistry. In last lecture we already take some part in introduction regarding analytical chemistry. In that part we learn or we can take a brief view on analytical chemistry. What are the types of analytical chemistry and what are the branches, okay, and what is its actual purpose. Okay, so analytical methods we already discussed, and some analytical properties or physical properties, and on that physical properties some methods which instrumental methods which are depends. Okay, so now in this lecture in analytical chemistry one part is very important which is calculations. Okay, after the experimental data or after carrying out experiment we get some experimental data, and that data which is used for the solving some analytical problems. Okay, so calculation of such a type of analytical data we use some methods, and that calculations are nothing but which are included in this chapter. So and also another points which means when we make a different type of solutions and different type of concentrations, at that time the calculations which is the very basic and important part. Okay, so we start calculations. Calculations used in analytical chemistry. So in this case suppose we want to carry out an experiment. In case of quantitative analysis, at that time we gather some data from that experiment, and from this data we can carry out some calculations, and after taking that calculations we come to the point or come to the result. Okay, so accuracy is very important thing. Okay, so what is the accuracy and what is the precision in this case? If you don't calculate the values properly on the instrument, at that time there are some errors which are possible. Okay, so this is one of the crucial step, and this proper analysis and proper calibration, proper calculations are very important. So there are some important points which is the some values which are called as significant figures. Okay, and that point also discussed in the chapter. So introductory part which contain different type of units we used in analytical chemistry. So in few years ago when we see the different type of systems which we used for the units. Okay, different type of measurements and different type of physical property we want to analyze, and at that time we use different type of units. Okay, so in case of SI system, SI is one of the system which is used in all over the universe or worldwide used method is SI system. SI means System International. That is one of the that words are comes from the French literature, so that which are also called as Systeme Internationale. Okay, so that word are very familiar in French language, so we can take abbreviation of that in SI unit system. Okay, formerly it is also known as MKS system. MKS system means what? Meter, kilogram and seconds. Okay, so SI means System International. Okay, formerly it is known as MKS. MKS means what? Meter, kilogram and second. Okay, but nowadays we call this is the SI system. Then another system is CGS. CGS means what? Centimeter, gram and seconds. So the lower unit of meter is centimeter, lower unit of kilogram is grams, and the second is as it is we take. Okay, so the system which is known as CGS. Okay, but that system is not familiar or not famous worldwide, so uniquely we use System International, means what? SI system. Okay, according to the SI system we have 7 basic units. We have 7 basic units, which are mass, which is calculated by kilogram, then volume, length, which is calculated by meter. The next one, time in seconds, then temperature in Kelvin, temperature which is calculated in Kelvin, then amount of substance, which is calculated in mole, then electric current, in ampere, and luminous intensity in candela, means what? The CD. Okay, these are the 7 basic units. Okay, so we can take overview on this. Mass, which is calculated in kilograms, length, which is calculated in meters, time, which is calculated in seconds, temperature, which is calculated in Kelvin. In the day-to-day analytical experiments we use degree Celsius, then we can convert the degree Celsius into the Kelvin by adding 273 value. Then amount of substance, which we calculate in moles. Okay, then electric current, which we calculate in amperes. The next one, luminous intensity, means what? Intensity of light, which we can calculate in candela. Okay, so these are some basic units which we used. Okay, according to this we can further divide it into the derived units, and in derived units mass, which can convert into the smaller units. Suppose this kilogram is converted into grams, micrograms. Okay, so these are some prefixes we used for such a type of larger and smaller derived units. Okay, then the next point is some derived units which we used here. Suppose we want to calculate area, at that time we use square meter. Okay, square meter. Suppose you want to calculate volume, at that time we use cubic meter. As like this one, when we can calculate the force which is measured in newtons, newtons means what? Kilogram meter per seconds. Okay, so these are some derived units which are combination of two or more basic units. Okay, the next point is prefixes which are used for such a type of units. There are some prefixes which can multiply the value we used. So we call that values are nothing but the prefixes. Suppose one value we use here, kilo means what? It gives the value 10 raised to 3. Then hecto, which gives the value 10 raised to 2. Then deci, which gives the value 10 raised to minus 1. As like this, we use nano, micro, milli. Milli is nothing but the 10 raised to minus 3. Nano, which means 10 raised to minus 9. Means what? We can calculate such type of value by using such multipliers, and which can give some easier method for that. So up to this point we learned regarding the point which are basic units used in analytical chemistry, and some derived units, and what are the prefixes we used and why. Okay, so we stop here. Thank you.